Good afternoon, orchid loving YouTubers. Today I'm going to take a look at my Dendrobium aggregatums to see their latest update, to see how they're growing, to see if they're kicking out spikes, to see if they just have an attitude and don't want to do anything. So we'll start with this guy first. Aggregatum Thailand species. Okay, so we're going to do a thorough search. That's basically what I do. So it looks like on this bulb, there's a spike right there. This afternoon, the lighting should be better than this, but I'm under an umbrella, so it might be a little difficult to see. But I see it. It's right there where my thumb is. And then this little weird looking thing here is also a spike. It's a little hairy with little tiny roots, looks like. And see, the bulb next to it has a little growth here. If you can see that little nubbin on the side, I'll tilt the pot so you can see. Okay, let's go to the next bulb. Doesn't look like much there. Something ate, had dinner on this guy. That's okay. That's what happens when you keep your orchids outside. Okay, there's nothing there. Turn it around. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay. Doesn't look like anything's down there. And nothing there. That's the tree cutting guy this morning. Cutting down my neighbor's black olive tree, the ones that gave me the mailbox wrinkle stylus. They're leaving and they're getting the property ready to be sold. Okay, there's nothing in there. And moving around, nothing in there. Oh my, what was that? Okay. Get a focus. That thing there is a spike. That's a huge boy there. Tiny roots growing. First I thought it was just a bulb or new growth, but I was informed that it's not coming out of the base of the bulb. It's coming from the side. So they can spike on the sides. They spike on the bulb, not from the base. And that is definitely on the bulb. Okay, moving along. Oh my, what's this? I don't think I showed that. What is that in there? That looks like another spike. Definitely. A little red nubbin there. So this guy is full of spikes. I'm very pleased. And it has a little nubbin on the side. So it's going to spike twice. Two spikes from one bulb. That nubbin right there by my thumb. Right there. That little nubbin on the side. And then the pink nubbin at the base. Not at the base, but at the bottom of the bulb. Okay, that's good. That's this guy. Let's move him aside and take a look at the others. Okay, so we'll take a look at the next Dendrobium aggregatum, green leaf cross with Dendrobium aggregatum, yellow velvet. So Let's take a peek in here, see what's going on. This guy with this cross, nothing there. It doesn't look like anything down there. Okay. Moving along. Alright. That little spot there is where a spike would be coming if it was in spike. Okay. Don't see anything. She doesn't seem very happy, so we're gonna have to boost her up with some calcium and mag, perhaps a little more, or some kelp. I'm not sure what she's missing, but she gets what everyone else gets. But we'll give her an extra dose of something, and maybe perhaps she'll be kind to me next season. Okay, so it doesn't look like this girl is doing anything this season. I'm not going to repot her. I'll just stoke her up with a little more Osmocote perhaps and give her a dose of vitamins and see if that helps. So we'll put her back. She's not doing much. But thank you for not dying, girl. Okay, next in line is, let's see, another species. So let's just take a look at what's going on in here, perhaps. Okay, this little nubbin, if you can see it, I'll tilt it. There is a little nubbin there. That's a spike. Let me zoom out a little bit. Can you see that little nubbin there? Yeah, that's a spike. Okay, let's go around. We'll see what's going on down in there. Okay. That is that little tiny thing has a nubbin in it. So that's a spike. Yay. And that little spot there has a spike in it. It's a nubbin in there. You can barely see it, but there are nubbins in there. I call them nubbins, but they're spikes. So these should be late summer bloomers. Take that out. Which I love, which puts them, to me, personally, back on track with the blooming season. Late spring, early summer bloomers. But since this is South Florida, it's summer all year round, so they have plenty of time to do their thing. Excuse me. Oh, I see something way down in there between. Let's see, this guy right here has a little nubbin. Let's see if we can get down in there and get some light in there. No, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get down in there. But let's see if I can get right here where my middle finger is, there's a nubbin. You can barely see it right there at the tip. That's a nubbin sticking out. I don't want to break the bulb, but trust me, there is a nubbin down in there, which is great. Okay, let's go move around. So I'm going to get spikes from this girl, which is great. Oh, and this bulb here. Why is it so dark? This bulb where my index finger is, has a nubbin also. I don't know if you can see that down in there. right at the side, right there, that little dark thing sticking out. That is a spike. Fantastic. Okay, this guy here also has a spike. A little nubbin on the side. Right there. That little, right here where my thumb is. That is a nubbin. They're so tiny, but I can see them. So this guy seems as though it's going to be a prolific bloomer. I mean, there's spikes everywhere on this species. And I'm hoping by late summer. Whew, this is exciting. Excuse me. They all should have at least one spike, I'm hoping, except the last uh, plant I showed you. There's nothing there. And then again, there could be something there. I just can't find it. So this guy, I didn't find anything, but that doesn't mean that there's nothing there. We'll wait and see. But this guy is loaded with little nubbins. So I'm very excited about that. Very excited. So we'll move on to the next and last, the final Dendrobium aggregatum. Let's see what's going on in his pot. Hold on. Okay, let's take a look in his pot. I lost his tag, or it's probably somewhere down here in the pot. But let's take a quick look and see what's going on with this guy. Okay, looks a little dehydrated. I'm gonna have to give it a little more juice. Let's see. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. Are you unhappy with me? I don't see any nubbins on you. Okay, so this one doesn't look like there are any nubbins this season, but doesn't mean just because I can't see them doesn't mean that they're not there. So I don't see anything going on with this guy. Right, so we'll sit him alongside the green leaf because they don't have any nubbins at all that I can see. But I do have another one on the top shelf up there, so I'm going to run over and get it and see what it's doing. Hold on. Okay, this is one I had sitting on the top shelf because it looked a little sick or very dehydrated. And for some reason, these two are very dehydrated and they get the same treatment as all the other Dendrobium aggregatums. I don't have the tag for this guy, but I took a look and there's nothing there. So I'm going to have to give these two some extra TLC, I guess, because they're the only ones that are not spiking and they look a little dehydrated. I'm thinking maybe I should just mount these two instead of having them in the pot with the extra humidity. So I'll probably mount them and just dip them every morning before going to work for the watering because they're not doing good at all. They're just showing signs of dehydration, which is telling me that I'm not getting enough water. So didn't know that they required so much watering. These guys had no problems whatsoever in their pots of moss and special and Osmocote. So these two didn't appreciate it. So they need something a little extra. And I'm gonna find out what that is so they can have it. Okay guys, that's it for my update on my Dendrobium aggregatums and aggregatums cross and species. Thanks for watching. It's a very nice day here in South Florida. Easterly winds. Oh God, I forgot to show you my nepenthes, how big it's grown, but that's another video. It is crazy. Okay. Thanks for watching. Ciao.